Dude, thank you so much for taking the time. Calling from the fucking tour bus of all places. Ooh, getting a little motion sickness there. We have the singer of Sleep Theory. His name is Cullen Moore. Thank you, man, for taking some time to join us here in Vancouver, Canada. So you're just wrapping up the Canadian leg of the tour with Papa Roach, right? Tonight's the last night.
Yes. Tonight is the last
Cool.
night. We are in Halifax, I think. I'm pretty
I
sure.
guess
Is that how you pronounce it?
Halifax, yeah, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, tonight is the last night, and we fly from here to Newark and then back out to Seattle to do an acoustic show, and then we finally get to go home.
Oh, sick. Okay, so you're out for still quite some time then.
Just a few days. Just a few days.
Okay, and do you guys do much of that acoustic stuff? I love when bands do that. Like occasionally you'll get a band that'll do a full on like acoustic tour, and I think that's personally killer.
Yeah, so we do acoustic shows pretty often. Well, maybe not shows, but we do them for like radio and things of that sort. We do a lot of acoustic then, but we have this one in Seattle, and then we get home. We're home for probably about like a week, and then we do a hometown acoustic show. So
Oh,
that'll be good as well.
okay. Where is hometown for you?
Memphis.
Okay, no shit. Did you grow up there?
So by technicality, I live in Mississippi, but it's 5 minutes away from Memphis. So I grew
Oh,
up in that area, yes. But it's easier to say Memphis rather than, the place I live in,
sure.
Mississippi. Nobody knows where
You're
that
like,
is.
where is that, bro? Like what?
Right. Which surprising, a lot of people actually do know where it is. But yeah.
Okay. And what's the scene like? Has it changed much over the years? Like, what was it like when you were a kid growing up, and what's the scene like now over in Memphis?
It's not much has changed. It's pretty much the same thing, if I'm being honest. I know it's a pretty boring answer, but yeah, the Memphis scene has not really changed all that much.
But it's a good scene though, right? Like, there's pretty good bands that come
It's
out of
getting
that
better.
area.
It's getting a lot better.
Yeah, yeah. And how many serious bands were you in before Sleep Theory?
So, um, let me see. I would say like they're all local bands, but I mean like it's probably I think four.
Okay. But
Yeah,
they're
about
all
four
kind of, at
bands.
the time when you're doing them, it's not like you're fucking around. They're all serious. But like,
Yeah, yeah.
what is it that separates or differentiates like, why the success with this band, but maybe not so much the other ones? Like, dude, you guys have had multiple number one songs at Active Rock. That's huge.
Yeah, I think it just has to do with the team that's behind it. And when I say team, I mean, I've had just depends on who's really dedicated to the project. I've been in bands with a lot of people that really just kind of don't really think about the big picture of, oh, this is how it's going to be whenever if this thing kicks off, like the grind behind it, the sacrifice and or the time and or the changes that you will need to make for interest of different people. And so after I left a lot of those, well, the last band I was in, I decided to work with the producer that's our producer now, and that is what really started making a big difference, is just like knowing who to and who not to work with as far as things.
Interesting. Yeah. And you kind of take a little bit from, each band you've done that's worked successfully over the time as well, kind of thing too, right?
Yeah.
Little bit of that. Yeah. And how old were you then when you kind of like decided this is the path, music's the path?
I was young, man. I started doing music back in like 2006,
Oh, shit.
2008. So
Okay.
I mean, like, yeah, I knew that music is what I wanted to do a long time ago. But my interest for music was far be even before that. So,
How do you mean?
yeah, like my dad was a musician, so like, he had this VHS tape that he, like a music video that he recorded with him and my mom,
Okay.
and that was, it was one of the first things I remember seeing. And as a kid, I thought it was the coolest thing, and I knew at that point that's what I wanted to be as a
Nice.
musician.
Nice. And so, what was the music then in the Moore house as a kid growing up? What were they playing?
Oh, it was R&B, R&B, oldies, you know, pop R&B, so it was, I grew up on a lot of that stuff, it was a good time.
Yeah, and with your music, I mean, there's a little bit of almost like rock, and there's certainly metal and like. So, what's your wheelhouse then, in terms of what do you like to play the most? I guess.
Um, I think I like playing what we do now, and I mean, not even trying to, not even trying to be like, oh yeah, I think what we're. It's just a good mixture between the two. I really wouldn't be able to pick either which one. So why not just take both of them and make a sound out of both?
Yeah, fair enough, right? I mean, I wonder if there's ever in your future maybe something like a Corey Taylor where he does a couple different projects. Like, is that something that you might consider, or fuck
Oh
it,
yeah,
one band's
no, yeah,
enough? Like,
no. I'm always ready to do more.
yeah, love it. What was your first concert, man? What'd you go to?
Believe it or not, my first concert was Asking Alexandria
Oh,
in
no way.
2011.
Holy shit! So that must have blown your mind, hey?
Yeah, it
Dude,
was
those
like
guys are so good.
2011.
And what do you specifically remember about that night and that show?
I remember standing beside the big subs and the bass just smacking me. It was me and my friend. It was my two friends. Yeah, it was two of my good friends and their mom dropped us off. And it was on Bill Street in Memphis at the New Daisy. It was a good time. It's a good
That's
time.
so good. Huh? I love it. And like, it must be trippy for you to think about, like, that you potentially are somebody's first concert.
Yeah, yeah. No, there's been plenty of signs while performing. They'll be like, "This is my first concert."
Yeah,
I always try to make it special. I always, say something on stage,
like
point them out, or
specifically to
throw
them.
them
Like, I see you, buddy.
yeah,
Thanks
yeah,
for coming. Like,
yeah. I'll throw them a set list or make sure they get a guitar pick or something like that. So
yeah.
it's always cool.
So I read. I don't know if this was like overall. I think it's this year, but I read that you're the fifth most played band in active rock in the States.
That's actually crazy. I didn't even know that.
Like, what the fuck, bro?
I don't know, man. I just wake up. I just do the thing. I'm just here.
Dude, that's so crazy. Could you pick, if I was like, one, I just want one career highlight. Like, what is it with Sleep Theory? Can you pick one thing?
I don't know. I'm always like the worst to ask, these questions for those questions. I really am I just wake up and I just do. I don't think much. I just get on stage and sing and have a good time.
Yeah, it's pretty
You
good
know?
life, eh, if you can carve it out. Is it what do you think is the trickiest thing about being in a band? And you've had quite a successful year. Like, what is it do you think is the trickiest thing about what you're doing?
I still wouldn't be able to tell you. Finding a good eating schedule is probably about all I can really think about, and or maybe getting the sleep schedule right. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know, man.
speaking of like Sleep Theory, hit us. How did you come up with the name?
So couldn't figure out a name for a long time. And it was around 2022 whenever I finally figured out a name. And so it was like 2019 and 2022. It just didn't have a name. Um, but one day somebody was just like, have you thought about like some scientific names like for a band? I was like, okay. And so like I literally Googled scientific words. And then the second link that popped up was like a list of 100 scientific words. And I clicked it, and in one column it had REM sleep, and in the other column it had theory. And it was surrounded by a whole bunch of different words. But those are the two words that I saw first. That was literally the only thing I saw. And it like highlighted to me out of all those words for whatever reason. And I just took the REM off of REM sleep and just thought of sleep theory, and I was just like, oh, there it is.
Right? Sometimes that's just how it happens, man.
Yeah, sometimes it's just up to just randomness.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, dude, let's get outside of music and of course what you're known for, just for a little bit here. Are you a big sports guy?
I am not.
You're not, hey?
I'm not. I don't play. I never played sports, and I've never really been into sports. My dad is a really big sports person, but I think part of it is whenever I was younger, like my dad was always like, he worked a 9 to 5, so he would Monday through Friday, and then like Saturdays would come around, he'd want to rest, and on Sundays we go to church, but then after church he would want to watch football. And I'm like, man, we could be doing something. Like, you want to watch football, you want to go to sleep, and so I think a part of it was a lot of the time that I wanted to spend with my old man, he was either asleep or he was watching football. And me and my dad, like, we're super close, and we spent a lot of time together. It's just the times that I wanted to do something, football was in the way. I'm like, I don't want to freaking. And so it's just more of an annoyance to me. But also, I'm very big on if I don't have a hand in it, like
Like
winning.
how come you mean? Like, yeah, I can't affect the game, so
Yeah, I can't affect the game. So why does it matter to me? Like I'm very, like I'm a big gamer, because then it's up to me, like what I can do to create the outcome that I need online, at least, shooters and just like whatever kind of gaming it is, but competitively, like that's when I'm super competitive. So I'm in like, I'm into like gaming, esports, because it's
Okay.
just something I enjoy watching, but I don't get like competitive with it. It's more so just I enjoy watching it for that, but not in esports.
Okay, I was gonna say like what eats up your time then if it's not
Yeah, I mean, I'll watch
stuff like football.
sports. I just,
And
I don't set aside the time or go for a team, or if we're around and somebody wants to go to a game, I'll go. I won't say no, and it'd definitely be interesting to watch, but I don't go out of my way.
yeah, fair enough. And so what's your platform then? Are you an Xbox or PS5 or what do you?
I used to play PS5 a lot. I still will, I guess, but um, I play PC now. But I don't
Oh,
do mouse
no.
and key. I play controller.
Okay. You play controller but not on the keyboards is what you're saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What are your games? What are your top three?
Oh man, I used to be really big in Apex Legends, and it's still one of my favorite games. But as of lately, I've been playing Arc Raiders. Um, I just I just started getting back on Battlefield 6,
Oh
and
shit.
uh,
Santa got that for me.
yeah, yeah,
I'm like, I'm
Battlefield
fighting it. I
6.
don't want to open it because I'm like, oh, I gotta have something. I gotta have something under the tree. And
Yeah,
can't
man,
wait to
it's
dive
good.
into that,
It's
dude.
good.
Like, holy fuck, I love me some Battlefield, man. One of my
Yeah,
favorite games.
Battlefield,
Like
and
all
then
time.
the finals. The finals is really good.
Sick, sick. Okay, cool. And so, what do you binge watch when you get time, or are you a big TV guy or no?
I play. I mean, I watch a lot of anime. Haven't been watching any as of late. Um, but I guess I binge watched the last Stranger Things season.
Oh, okay, I'm into
Um,
that with my kids right
so
now too. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, it's really good.
it's
It's
so
really
good,
good.
right? Yeah, yeah. Are you a fan of all the superhero movies that get made, like Batman?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
DC?
Marvel has fallen off a little bit though, man.
Oh, really? How do you? In what regard? What do
It's
you mean?
just the CGI, the storytelling is just
Oh,
not the same.
the CGI
So,
is a bit much, right? Like I think once you get into that, like I personally like it when it's one character, like I think that the Iron Man original movie, John Favreau directed and all that, right? Killer job. I think that once you get into that like end game where there's 170 characters, it almost becomes like numbing almost. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, I really wish they would like. I don't mind whenever they focus in on a movie that's about a character, like you're saying, like Iron Man, and for the Avengers when they bring them all together. I don't mind that, but I wish that whenever they did like the superhero movies, it was more so focused on that hero rather than having it focused on that hero, but then they also bring in other heroes in that solo heroes movie. Like for example, let's just say Thor or whatever. You know, let it be about a Thor movie. Forget about all the other heroes.
Hulk doesn't need to be in Thor.
You know? Yeah. Yeah. You know, and then we'll get to that once we get to like the other, you know, the Avengers movies. But as I agree, Iron Man as a single Iron Man, it was great. But
that's the one I think that was like, okay, if you're not going to get here, like, there's no point in making the movie. It was just literally
right.
that. Yeah, I think so.
Right.
I can't wait for the Secret Wars though. That's going to be good.
Secret Wars is going to be great.
Dude, that's going to be great. Probably one of my favorite, like if you're to compress them into, you know, a graphic novel, that would probably be certainly top 3. Like I think Watchmen is probably the best graphic novel. Have you read that one?
Oh, I have not seen it, believe it or not.
What? Dude.
Yeah, I know. I need to go back and watch it.
Written by Alan Moore.
Yeah.
Alan Moore. Dude, it's so good. Like you read it, watch the movie. It is literally going to blow your mind. One of the best ever, and it's drastically underrated. It's so good.
Okay, I'm going to check it out then.
Which power, knowing now that you're a superhero fan, which power would you want to have?
See, my dad asked me this, like, before we came on tour. We went to go see, I forgot what movie we went to go see. What movie did we see? Oh my gosh, what movie did we see? Oh, we saw the new Predator movie. It was really good. But he asked me if I could have any superpower, what would it be? And I think that people don't really understand, like, how overpowered the ability to conduct, control, and manipulate electricity is. Like, if you really think about it, like, it's a superpower that is, you're like, nearly impossible to deal with, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because, like, think about it. Like, if you can conduct electricity, you know, you can make it, if you can manipulate it, you can shoot it wherever you want. But if you can, you know, also embody electricity, you know, you can go into anything electrical. You know, like you can shoot
your side, right? Like, yeah, it's like
you can shoot yourself into like a wall socket and be on the other side in China in like a millisecond. You know, anybody that like thinks about it, like if you really channel your powers here, like you can look at someone's brain and just like make their head explode because they have electrical currents that go through their head.
Sure. You could shut down the internet like that.
Yeah, you can shut down the internet. You can, like, you can fly because, like, you're just electricity. You can probably vibrate yourself enough to where if someone shoots you, then it just kind of bounces off your body. Because you just, your friction is going too fast. Like, dude, you're overpowered, bro. Like, yeah.
I love it. You thought about this one a little bit over the years. Do you believe you think aliens have visited Earth?
I don't believe in aliens as far as like the ship goes. Like, yeah. I don't believe in that, but I do believe that there's kind of like maybe different animals in space that maybe feed off of different things. We just haven't found it. And honestly, if we haven't found it, then I don't want to find it. You know, I've seen Life. I don't want Calvin around here. Have you seen the movie Life?
Yeah.
Yeah, Calvin. He can stay in space. I don't need none of that. I'm good.
And what are the things that? Because that for me personally, like I'll go into a deep dive on YouTube or wherever. Like if I get stuck in an alien thing, I'll be like 3 a.m. Oh shit, I should go to bed. Like, what is it for you? What kind of pulls you into that world where you're like, I'm stuck in this rabbit hole?
Dude, it varies. It's just something new every day. Yeah. Sometimes it's like, you know, documentaries of like maybe like murder stuff or like people getting arrested for this, or sometimes it's caving videos. Sometimes it's like, you know, serial killer stuff. Sometimes it's, you know, Jurassic Park. Sometimes it's like things about dinosaurs. Sometimes it's stuff about scary movies like Pennywise and stuff like that, like the origins of this and that. Like I get stuck in that stuff, you know, anime things. It just depends.
Yeah, fair enough. And this isn't necessarily a question. I just want you to, if you have one, and most people do, share a near death story with us, like where you're like, "Holy crap, I could have just died there."
Okay, so it's 2013 in Arkansas, Jasper, Arkansas, to be direct, in the Buffalo River, Upper Buffalo, and we were at the campsite Kyle's Landing. I like to go up there a lot to do some camping, but that particular summer I was with my buddy, with a whole group of friends, and it was probably about like five of us or four of us. No, it was about five. It's five of us. But anyway, um, man, this river is it's like waist high at this point. It's the upper Buffalo, so the river flows lower during the summer because it's just it's not enough rain and all that stuff. But anyway, we're in the river and we're near our campsite and we're just kind of washing off. But we start walking down the river a little bit and it's all fine and dandy. Um, but then as we're walking, as I said, the campsite's not far at all. I could turn around and kind of see it. It's in walking distance. But we're kind of going in the river and it goes around this corner a little bit. But as we're going, I step off of this ledge that I didn't see, and it was just much deeper than where it was and where we were walking, and it just drops. And I'm like, oh. And then as I'm like turning around, I was like, yo, before anybody else comes, it's like a little bit of a drop off here. And like the current is going, like it's in between two rocks. And so the current's pushing. I can swim great. But right when I'm about to tell the people don't step off, somebody else steps in. And then we're like, okay, this isn't that bad. But the last person that was behind us was my buddy, and he can't swim.
Oh no.
He can't swim, but he doesn't know, and I'm trying to like tell him, but it's too late, and he falls in, and
No.
we're all three in this thing, and so I'm like, okay. By this point, I'm pushed out, and the river it's going, but it kind of opens up into like this circle. So now we're like in the middle of this river, and I look over to the left, and like there's this log, but there's like a current that's pushing beside it, and I look over to the right, and there's the shore, but it's a lot further than it is than the other side. And so I was like, oh my goodness. And I'm already tired because I've been trying to swim back up the river, like trying to get to this rock to grab on. So I've already worn myself out. So I was like, this isn't good. My buddy's grabbing onto me. I'm like telling him to get off, but he
The
can't
buddies that
swim.
can't swim, like
Yeah,
that's the
yeah. So he's
danger.
like,
Like they're gonna pull you under.
yeah. So he's freaking out. My other buddy, he's freaking out. But I don't know. At some point, I just kind of just start swimming for the shore that's a lot further away than the other side because I was like, well, if I swim for this log, I'm just going to get pushed out further into the river because there's a current beside it.
Damn.
And boy, I swam and swam, and I remember I got tired out, and I was probably about I was a good little ways away from the shore. And every time I go camping, my mom would she would always say, she's like, come back to me safe. And boy, and I thought about mama. I said, I got to get out this water. So I started swimming. I made it. I mean, obviously I made it, and we all three made it.
Wow.
But that was it was the story doesn't put it into terms of how bad it actually was, but it was pretty bad. It was really bad.
Damn, dude. All right. Thank you for doing this again. We'll wrap it up here pretty quick. I just want to bang off a few rapid fire questions with you, if that's
All
cool.
right.
All right. So we've got Sleep Theory's singer Cullen Moore. Rapid fire, this or that. Metallica or Pantera?
Yeah, I don't know. I've believe it or not, I haven't really listened to either one.
Really? That blows my mind, dude. Okay, let me hit you with this one. I'm pretty sure you've probably heard both of these. Limp Bizkit or Linkin Park?
Linkin Park.
What's their best album?
My favorite is Meteora.
Oh, okay. What do you think about the new singer?
She's great.
She's killing it, right? Like
Yeah,
in
she's
terms of
great.
you have to fill the shoes of one of the best singers of rock, crushing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's doing great.
she's killing it. Yeah. Dogs or cats?
I have 3 dogs and 1 cat. So,
Okay.
but I do love cats. I would say dogs.
What are their names? What breed?
Kai, Zuko, and Toby.
Isaac.
Those are the dogs, and the cat is Mochi.
And what breeds are your dogs?
They are Chihuahua Pit. The dad was a Chihuahua. I can't tell you how. I don't know.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. A blue pit and a boxer pit.
Okay. I've got a golden retriever named Sergeant Puppers.
Love that. Love
He's
that.
5. He's so good. Star Wars or Star Trek?
Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, how can you compete with that? Trek's
I've never
good,
watched
but
Star
like,
Trek, so
yeah, yeah. Breaking Bad or Sopranos?
Breaking Bad.
All right. Name 3 things. 3 bands that have changed your life.
Linkin Park. Um, Sum 41.
Hmm. No shit. Do you know those guys?
Oh yeah. Not personally, but I know the music.
Yeah, yeah. Great
And
guys, man. Super nice guys.
um, Seosin.
Okay. Wow. All right. And what do you think about Sum 41 packing it in?
I never got to see them live, so kind of
Oh,
sad.
really? That's a bummer. Like he'll be
Yeah.
back though, right? I think it's a matter of time before they go like, we'll do another reunion show. Like they'll do it, I think.
Right.
It would surprise me to not see it. How about 3 movies that you'll always watch to the end?
Jurassic Park. All the Jurassic Parks. All the Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Ring. And I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, fair enough. How
Yeah.
about hit us with something? This is a tricky one for anyone, especially musicians, but like hit us with 3 albums you'd need on a deserted island.
Michael Jackson, Dangerous. Um. Uh. Boys to Men. Or no, New Edition.
Dude, you're blowing my mind with these bands.
And Meteora.
Yeah, talking about great albums for sure. Hey. All right, so we're doing Would You Rather with Sleep Theory's Cullen Moore. Would you rather have a personal chef or a personal driver?
Chef. I don't trust anybody to drive me around. I drive myself around just
I
fine.
know, right? It's like just something about you're just a little anxious when other people are driving.
I
I'm
don't,
the
I don't
same
trust
way.
other people driving.
Like even my wife's like, I can drive on some of these vacations, and she's like, no, you
I don't
can't.
even like flying for that reason.
Really?
I hate flying.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather have a number 1 album or $5 million?
$5 million. Because then I'll put that towards the next album and make it number one.
Nice one. Okay, one last thing I want to ask you is a couple on the Mount Rushmores. So give us your 3. I know the Mount Rushmore's normally 4, but give us 3 of each. So I want a Mount Rushmore of singers.
Okay. Um. You got David Ruffin from the Temptations, but also solo. Barry White. Um. Haley Williams. Um.
Well, that's 3.
The Isley Brothers. Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Haley Williams is in there. Hey.
Oh yeah, dude, she's a powerhouse.
Yeah, that's great. Well, do you think obviously you put her up there? She's the best female singer, you think?
I'd say the best.
Mount
Wouldn't say the
Rushmore.
best, but I mean, like,
It's so hard to pick though, right?
It's
Like you
about
could be like, oh no,
Rushmore.
it's Heart Singer. No, it's Lizzie from Hailstorm. It's you know what I mean?
You
Like there's
know,
so many that are
but it's like even though there's a Mount Rushmore, it doesn't mean that they're the best. I don't think that George Washington may have been the best president.
true enough. Yeah, true enough. Yeah,
You
true
know,
enough.
I think he was just there first.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I'm on there. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then do you read much?
No, I'm not a reader.
Okay. Because I was going to ask you fictional characters, although I guess that could even potentially be movie characters. Like what are three Mount Rushmore fictional characters?
Um, well, I'm an anime guy, so Naruto
Hmm.
from the show Naruto. Um, Naruto, Sasuke, and Itachi. They're all from the same show. Boom.
Love it. Awesome, dude. What's the rest of your year looking like? You're doing the
I
acoustic
want to
thing,
sit
and
down. I'm going home.
you're stopping, pausing it
I'm
for a
going
sec.
home for the rest of 2025.
And are you currently writing new stuff?
I guess we'll never know.
Guess we'll never know. Dude, thank
Never
you
know.
again for taking the time. Where's the best place? Like, where is Sleep Theory most active online for people to come check your band out?
Everywhere. TikTok, Instagram.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, those mostly too. I mean, those. I mean, we're on everything, but you'll catch us mostly TikTok, Instagram.